So this photo is going to take you back to school. What memories does it bring back?
Well, it shows how scruffy I was. I'm not sure how much it's changed. Full head of hair. I remember Piers Morgan described me as balding. It's not true, Piers. Well, I'd always have people waiting for me at the end of school. It started when I was 7 or 8 and was still happening when I was 18. It would happen everywhere where I could be found alone, basically. Bullying made it very difficult for me to interact. The trouble is that it leaves you with a very strong desire to be accepted, and the trouble is that gives off a sense of desperation, and that's what in many ways helps keeps the cycle going, and it makes it very difficult for you to interact with other people, because all you want to be is liked, and you end up trying too hard to be liked, and if you're trying too hard to be liked, people tend not to trust you very much. The worst memory that stood out is I was in the playground in my secondary school, and somebody a few of them grabbed me and tried to throw me through a window, and I managed to pull myself away from that, but caught my head on the corner of it and caused quite a lot of blood, and teachers came out then, but they basically made sure that I didn't tell on them, that I just said that I'd walked into it because I was clumsy, and so I just kept that pretense, including going when I went to the hospital to have staples put in. It eats away at you inside, and you have no escape from it. It's you hate yourself from the inside, and teachers constantly tell you to ignore it. And that was always the response I had, was ignore it, it'll go away. But that energy goes somewhere, and it goes internal. The thing with the bullying as well, it made me more vulnerable to other forms of abuse. I was sexually abused by a Sea Cadet helper for 2 or 3 years. And on that particular day, I actually was sexually abused at the end of that day as well, because I just gave up on defending me. I just felt that I had no right to defence of any kind. In many ways, I was beyond suicidal. I didn't believe that I deserved a way out. That I somehow felt that I deserved to just keep facing the pain day in, day out. There was no way that I deserved to escape it. So, suicide was too good for me. Stepping onto that stage in 2007, I didn't know what to expect, because for me that was the last time I'd ever performed. I never believed it would lead where it did. But singing was something that always gave me pleasure, and I always enjoyed the response of an audience, because if I performed well and they enjoyed it, then that would make me feel better. And singing throughout my childhood was my escape. It was the one place where I could find acceptance, and the only place that I could find acceptance. If we'd have had anti-bullying ambassadors in our school, there would be people to stand up for those that struggle to stand up for themselves.
In the UK, 10 million children are going back to school. Over half of them will be affected by bullying.
You can change that by helping us train an anti-bullying ambassador in every school.
Here's how you can help. Text ANTI15 followed by £1, £2, £3, £4, £5 or £10 to 70070 and show your support online. This campaign is run by the Diana Award charity.